my name is Masha and today I want to teach you how to make this beautiful bracelet. I absolutely love this bracelet and I think it is so cool. I love how all the colors look together. It's such a fun bracelet to make. This bracelet is relatively simple, but going into this tutorial I do expect that you know how to make the basic knots, and I will only be naming the knots you need to make rather than explaining how to do them. If you need a basic knots tutorial, I'll leave that linked in the card and in the description. This bracelet is really fun to make, and because there's a lot of just candy stripe rows, it's actually really quick to make as well. So without further ado, let's learn how to make it. For this bracelet, you're going to need 6 colors plus an outline color. For each of the individual colors, you're going to need 1 string each, about 1 meter in length. And for the outline color, you're going to need 6 strings, about 1 meter in length as well. I don't recommend doing a loop with this one, since for some of the strings you need 1 string per color. While it is possible, it's annoying, so I would recommend starting with a half triangle end like I am, or with any other start. Let's get into it. I decided to start this bracelet with a half triangle end. It's quite simple to make and I feel like it complements the pattern really well. I won't be explaining how to make a half triangle end in this video. I have a separate video for that to save time, which I'll leave linked in the card and in the description, but the only thing that you really need to know is the string order, which we will go over now. That is also what you need to know if you are making a different start to me, since if your strings are in the same order, you can still follow this tutorial. So I've got 6 colors and an outline color, which is black. And I arrange my strings with the outline color, followed by one of the 6 colors, then another outline color, then another one of the 6 colors, and so on. So I've arranged all 6 of the colors one by one in the order that I want to appear in my bracelet, so in this sort of rainbow order. But the first string that I brought out was the black one, and then after each of the color strings, I also brought out a black string. And with this string order, we are ready to start the bracelet. The first 3 rows of this pattern are super simple. In fact, as simple as it gets really. The first 3 rows of this bracelet are just candy stripe rows. So we start by taking the outermost string, the first row is going to be black, and we make forward knots along each of these strings individually until we reach the end. That would be row 1. The second row would be with the pink string, and we would do the exact same thing, forward knots along each of these strings individually until we reach the end. And the third row would be with the black string here. So 3 rows of just forward knots, 3 candy stripe rows. Alright, let's continue. This row is a little bit different. We're going to be alternating between black knots and color knots. Each of the black knots are going to be backward knots, and each of the color knots are going to be forward backward knots. We start out with the 2 strings on the left. We have an orange string and a black string. Here, we're going to start with a black knot. So we're just going to make a backward knot. Grabbing the next string, which is yellow, we now have 2 color strings. We're going to do a color knot, which is going to be a forward backward knot with the orange onto the yellow. We now grab the next string, which is a black string. We just did a color knot, so we're going to be doing a black knot here, which is just a backward knot. Now again, we grab the next string, which is green. We've got 2 color strings, so we're doing a color knot. We're doing a forward backward knot with the yellow. And so on. The next string we bring in is black, so we're doing a black knot, a backward knot. The string after that is a color string, so we're doing a forward backward knot. The string after that is a black string, so we're doing a backward knot, and so on until we run out of strings for this row. The next row is actually super simple. The entirety of the next row is just backward knots. So starting with the 2 strings on the left again, we just do a backward knot between them. So the orange does a backward knot onto the black. We then grab the next string and we do a backward knot onto this black string. It's always going to be this black string that we're making backward knots onto. So this new black string is making a backward knot onto this first black string. Then the yellow is making a backward knot, and so on until we run out of strings. Each individual string is making a backward knot onto the black one. And now for the last row before the pattern repeats, we're going to be doing something very similar to the row we did just before this one. On this first row where we alternated the colors, we did a backward knot for every black knot, and then we did a forward backward knot for every colored knot. This time, we're going to be doing still a backward knot for every black knot, but a backward forward knot for every color knot this time. And we start off the exact same. We've got 2 strings on the outermost edge. We start by doing a backward knot between them. Then we've got 2 color strings, we do a backward forward knot between those, with the yellow onto the orange. Next we've got a black string again, so we just do a backward knot. Then we've got 2 color strings, so we do a backward forward knot, and so on. For each black string, we do a backward knot. Every time we've got 2 color strings, we do a backward forward knot until we reach the end. And there we go, that's it. That is all of the repeating pattern. To make more of this pattern, you can rewind to the beginning of this tutorial. There's timestamps in the description for you to do that easily, and you can start again with the candy stripe rows. You need to continue making all of these rows over and over again until the bracelet reaches the length that you want. And because this entire bracelet is being made in a sort of candy stripe fashion, with all of the rows being in a candy stripe shape, you can really stop this bracelet at any point and make your half triangle end. I would recommend stopping after the 3 candy stripe rows, since that's how you started. It would be nice to finish it in a similar point. And at that point you would make the half triangle end to finish your bracelet. And again, I won't be explaining how to do this in this tutorial since I have a separate one available. That one is linked in the description, however, or you can finish in any other way that you want. I'm gonna go finish this bracelet off camera and I'll show you once I'm done. And this is how the bracelet turned out. I think this bracelet is really cute and I love how the colors all look together. It was also such a fun bracelet to make. It went by really quick because of all of the candy stripe rows. It ended up being really quick to create. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please leave them in the comments and I'll try to respond to as many as I can. I also post tutorials all the time and there's plenty more coming. I'll leave a playlist with bracelet tutorials linked in the description. My book, The Beginner's Guide to Friendship Bracelets, which is a collection of photo tutorials, is now out worldwide. You can buy it anywhere you typically buy books, but there is also a direct link in the description. And before I go, I want to give a special shout out to my patrons and especially my top supporters. It is with your support that I'm able to create the videos that I do on this channel, so thank you so much for that. If you also want to become a patron and support the work that I do here, the link to that is in the description. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you in my next one. Bye!